but this is not the new year. This is some week in the 50s, and it's Tuesday. Wait, lied. Technically, I lied a little bit there. Technically...
What do you mean you...
Now it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Had to load the game to not be a liar. So, we got our lodge application, and we submitted it. And I couldn't read the fucking thing, because it was bad. The resolution was not good.
Shocking.
Let's see what the world has us. Yeah, I believe we were at a 7 count for the kidderometer. Zip every time something horny creepy happens or there's a Tucker torpedo on screen. So is Tucker like the make and torpedo is the model of the car? Is that how that works?
No, actually. I'm gonna look it up.
Hello, dear. How are you today?
Nothing new from Mom?
I am not. I was not.
Put the papers out for Jimmy.
Searching
you know
Tucker
how
Carlson.
he gets.
Tucker Car.
Tucker Carlson being run over by a Tucker. You know, it's a little unsettling, but Steve doesn't look unlike Tucker Carlson.
Who the fuck is named Tucker? I'm sorry. I just had to
It's a stupid name, Tucker, you piece of shit.
get out of here.
Apologies to all the decent Tuckers out there. He gives you all a bad name.
Probably a Tucker watching. I'm so sorry right now. It's okay. What was special about the Tucker car? It wasn't only the sleek shape that resonated. The car boasted innovations, including a third-centered headlight, which swiveled to light the way around corners.
Ooh, that's
Fenders
actually
that pivoted
useful.
defensively when the car turned. Disc brakes, a pop-out windshield, designed to eject during a crash. Okay.
Yeah, let's give Jimmy some shoes. We could murder him, but let's just give him some shoes.
Well, can we try to murder him?
Here's the keys to the broom closet at Gein Memorial. That's where they meet every day. About 3:45, as soon as everyone has gone home. Sometimes I hide in there beforehand. And Daddy-o, I see some stuff that's real nasty. Take it from me. You made a good swap.
Yeah, they're very rare.
We haven't gone to the school yet.
No, we have started day 2 and pretty much done the things that were required of us on day 1, which doesn't require us to go to the school yet. But soon.
Also, this set of keys he just gave us, these are also optional. This is a little sub-quest line that'll get us a pretty good item, but you don't need it. Let's equip our shovel. Let's murder a child with our shovel. The child pulls out a gun.
Get fucked, Steve. Oh, wow, you killed him.
Yes, you murder Jimmy James.
It's weird. Every time I've seen somebody try to kill him, it goes bad.
Well, because he has a gun.
Yeah.
Normally, you don't have the shovel at this point. The shovel's a pretty decent weapon.
Oh, good. We can show this off now. This is really good. Good.
They would buy a car every year or so in the 50s? Motherfucker, I just bought a new car, and it's going to be an albatross around my neck for the next 8 years paying it off.
In Harvest, you can't just go around killing little children in public. You're under arrest for murder in the 1st degree. Come with me. Okay, Steve. Consider your get-out-of-jail-free card used. You're free to go.
Yay!
I just got one question for you.
Yeah?
How did it feel to kill?
It felt great!
It's something, right? To see them twitch all over, peel back their eyelids if you're fast enough, and watch the dark angel just reach right through the pupils and yank out the light inside. They're never more alone than when that happens. You can't share in it. You can only Watch.
Thanks,
And
Sheriff.
try to keep from smiling.
Oh, cool. Free ride home. That's every fucking, like... The new Dark Pictures episode just came out a little while ago, The Devil in Me, and that's, like, the main villain's like, you'll never be more artistically fulfilled than when you watch the light drain out of somebody's body as they die, or some shit like that. Like, every jackass fucking... And we got tucked into bed, and we're still holding our shovel.
That's the best part of this.
Just smooch in the forehead.
Okay, now we should load.
I mean, I don't know. I forgot
No,
about
we should load and keep our get out of jail free card.
But we have a gun now.
Yeah, we're not going to use it. And we'll get guns elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to kill somebody, it should not be the person who's easiest to not kill. It should be when we get stuck, because this game is cursed.
Fine. Make a fair point. I don't need your gun. Keep your gun, you little prick.
Damn it,
Neighborhood's
what's so hard
dangerous.
about remembering to take out the paper? You need to wise up, pal, before I get mad.
Actually, you know what? I think we have a newspaper in our inventory. I don't know what happens if you don't... I wonder
What happens if you don't give him the papers? Like, the walkthrough says to give him the paper. So I'm curious.
I'm afraid if I don't give him the paper, I'm going to put myself in a dead man walking, that he'll just, like, eventually pull out the gun and shoot me of his own at some point.
Yeah, I said I was curious,
See
not
how easy it
willing
is?
to see. Willing to
Things are
take
so
the
much
risk.
better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep him that way.
That's the kind of thing that can soft lock a run, and I don't want to do that. Well, let's see if our application got processed.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Yep.
Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult.
Pranks!
More tests of wit than prowess. But to complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a tucker. It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch.
Scratch
That's all?
car.
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you're not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Now, we haven't met Mr. Johnson yet, but Edna at the diner talked about how he looked at her.
Is it possible to do a side stream again without blowing it up?
Yes. I hope. Did it
It seemed to work last time.
did the side stream go down or something?
Oh, there never was one. You never put one up.
Should have. Thought I did.
I don't think you did.
Let's see. Harvesting time with Stephen Harvest. All right. Huh. Totally thought I did. There we go.
Thank you.
Pray for stability. Pray to the one who walks behind the rose. All right, I think we're good.
Testing, testing.
Great. Sorry about that. I thought I put that up there.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, scratch a car. Easy.
Easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Easy, peasy, lime, difficult. Mr. Johnson lives over ER. Next to the Wasp Woman. There's the car. Oh yeah, it does have a third headlight. Check that out.
Oh, yeah.
During the day, Mr. Johnson keeps watch over his precious 48 Tucker. Manhole cover locked in place. Can't actually go in Mr. Johnson's house, but we don't really need to. And he's erected an impenetrable fortress to protect his Tucker during the night. Let's talk to the nice man.
Hello, Steve.
Hi.
How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right. You should be ecstatic.
This man's got some eyes.
Considering what
This man's
you're
got some Marty Feldman
getting
eyes.
into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. So if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Get it? Get it?
You are...
Dick.
You always were a kidder, Steve.
You
I'm
always
Mr.
were a
Johnson,
kidder, Steve.
Remember? Glad you stopped
It means
by.
penis.
Just got finished waxing the Tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
What about Edna? What's your deal with Edna, buddy boy?
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is.
I severely doubt that
Just
statement,
because
sir.
she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence, and her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good, hard penis.
Oh, we're not even bothering with the metaphor now.
A
I
what?
admit DNA's done it does
A
good
meat.
business.
Oh.
Money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna! Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
Just turn on a dime, bucket. Oh, you fucking weird old man.
Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a
Yeah,
path
it's
to
like-
the honeymoon.
It's like if Rodney Dangerfield
Could
had
use the
fucking
back
Marty
seat of
Feldman's
my
eyes.
Tucker for the
That's who this guy
maiden
looks like.
Voyage. It's plenty big. Believe you me. I'd drive you around. And I wouldn't look in the back seat. I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay.
Hey, you know, if on your honeymoon you'll let me fuck your wife, I'd be okay with that.
Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here
It's
and
like
watch
it's like
over her all
passive
the
aggressive
time.
prima nocta.
But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball.
Why not just leave it in the garage where
Yeah.
it wouldn't get hit by a baseball?
It's almost like that's the entire purpose of a fucking two-door garage. Can I look at it?
Don't see why not, but don't touch her.
Can I
I'm
touch
mighty
it?
particular about my Tucker. I had the garage
Believe it or
remodeled
not,
like a
that's
fortress
not an
so
innuendo.
I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage.
That's fair.
I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew.
He treats objects like women, man.
Speaking of Stephanie, that's a... Bye
All right,
now.
Mr. Tucker. Fucking weirdo. Touch the car. Okay, so I think... Let's go ahead. Let's see if this works. Take this key.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Stay out of there!
Oh, okay. I thought he might get up and kill us.
I think he does.
Oh, do I just gotta be persistent about it, maybe?
Maybe.
Take the key.
You rotten son of a bitch! Bitch! Sheriff!
Bitch! Oh no! Ah!
Combat has begun.
Also, you can't save your, and load your game. Shovel versus... Oh no, I have
losing.
lost.
That's fine. We know how to do this one the other way, right?
Yes, it's a little more complicated.
Yeah.
In fact, it's very complicated, but yeah, so you can kill him and just scratch it right there. Or... So we gotta get to the car when he's not around. The problem is, when he's not... The only time he's not around is at night, when it's locked up in the garage. So we're gonna have to somehow get in his garage.
We need a manhole key.
Yeah. Go through that manhole, and we can pop up inside the garage. You know, the way sewer lines work.
Okay, one thing you probably didn't see, go to the post office.
Okay. What did I
It's out
miss?
here. It's right there. That innocuous manhole over there has a key in it.
Oh, look at that.
But we can't get it out because it's stuck.
Well, I got just the thing.
Yes, we do.
Oral lube. Is this gonna make time pass if I pick this up?
No? Maybe?
Let's find out. Even if it does, we can... Okay. Nightfall descends upon harvest.
Okay, yeah.
Ah, that's fine.
We can do the school tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
none
school
of the...
is just for a weapon, right?
Yes. Yeah, none of the side stuff actually like matters what day you do it on. There was just a certain point of no return that, believe me, you will know when it happens. That after that point you can't interact with the town anymore.
Right.
Nightfall. Oh, I wonder what things look like at night. Do we go to the general store? I don't think we can get in any of the buildings. This guy's
No,
still
but this
doing...
guy's still out of here.
That's far enough, my four-legged friend.
How many legs?
Four-legged?
How long are you going to torment me? You have 2 legs to spare, but no! Llamas aren't like that. They don't care. They don't love. Stay away from now on. Stay away, or so help me next time I'll rain on everybody's goddamn parade.
This man's got opinions about llamas. Alright, fine, I'll stay away. Oh, we can get in here.
Fire station's open.
Yeah, except we don't have any meat. It's the only way to
No.
shut spots up, if you recall. But we can talk to this guy.
Jeez, what are you doing here?
Just standing here, waiting to be drawn.
You just hang out here? All the time?
I'm not a person, Steve. I'm an object. You'll do well to remember that. A person is his job. Someday you'll understand that. And if you don't, It won't matter, because you'll be dead.
Dead?
Have you gotten your lodge application in yet?
Yes!
Good. You may survive yet.
Spot's barking,
you
wakes the
fucked up.
fireman, and they call the sheriff. This will use up our get out of jail free card.
Yep.
Okay.
Can't pull up the menu. We gotta go through the whole thing. Well, good. That means we can go back to town and check out the school. Steve! Okay. Dean Memorial School. Nothing really interesting outside. It's got the Order of the Harvest Lodge logo above it. Got a bulletin board. Broom closet. Door's locked. Don't want to open that just yet. Some lockers. Inexplicable stains and dents. I guess there's supposed to be a video that plays here. Oh, maybe I pulled the fire alarm. Small sticker on the glass reads, "Sorry for the delay on the making this alarm active." I thought we could go into one of these doors. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, there's a door we can go into.
There's the broom closet.
There's a classroom we can go in.
Nothing's lighting up. Oh,
There's
that.
totally a classroom we can go into. I don't know which one it is, though.
Maybe it happens later?
No,
Steve.
It happens like the first time you come here.
Back outside. Huh. Well, we can open the broom closet, see if that triggers anything.
Oh, we might have had to do that on day one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wild. Oh, well,
Or maybe we can come back during day 3.
if that's the case, hold up. We got
Oh yeah, we can demonstrate that.
we got a sneaky workaround we can do. Ha ha! Yeah, fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck
Hey,
home.
Steve, I'm...
Yep, I know. Goodbye. Go away.
Well, I don't, you selfish punk.
You gonna
How'd
pull
you
a gun on
expect
me?
a working...
So what?
Listen... Oh, gee whiz.
See what happens if we just go straight there. Okay, here
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
we gotta talk to the principal.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good.
Since you graduated,
That's the nice
at least
part of my
12 years
job,
ago.
Turning fine young men and women out into the world. and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, the principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Could you not say it that way?
Quality time.
Boy, I sure miss the old newspaper. The sheriff never did investigate that fire properly. Call it a newspaper man's instinct. Though I can't imagine why Sheriff Dwayne would cover up anything.
I can't
I
imagine.
mean,
There's
the
no
only ones
reason.
who stood to profit from the newspaper going out of business was the owner of the TV station. And Mr. McKnight had an airtight alibi. Still, if not for the fire, I never would have wound up as principal of Gain Memorial.
So, we've got a little bit of a contradiction here, because they're saying... So what he's saying is he used to be in charge of the newspaper, and then the building burnt down, and then he became the principal of Gain Memorial, right? But the building only burnt down 6 months ago.
Huh.
How long? So he's been the principal for 6 months? So that means Steve graduated within that time?
Being a principal is easy.
0 out of 10. Doesn't make sense.
Gain Memorial. Sounds like a cemetery or a hospital, not a school.
This institution was named for a great man, whose first name escapes me.
Oh.
He epitomized the great potential within us all, big guy. I hear there's an honorary plaque commemorating him within the lodge.
That's odd.
Yeah, I don't remember his first name, but he was a cool guy.
He's super neato.
Big guy, borrowing some quality time. The greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without dust.
I suppose for the sake of the record, Ed Gein was a serial killer in Minnesota in the 40s and 50s who was known for abducting women from the local bars and mutilating their bodies and making upholstery out of their skins and using their bones for other things. Sick man. Had a history of mental illness, had an abusive mother and brother, raised him up.
Probably influenced media.
Was the direct influence for Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, from Hannibal Lecter, and Norman
Buffalo
Bates.
Bill.
Norman Bates. The name didn't come to me for a second. From Psycho.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, real. If you've got the stomach for it, like, look up a documentary on the guy. It is a story that is not boring. I'll say it that way.
That's the best thing we can say about it.
Surely mine is the most important position in Harvest. The ability to mold young minds. That's power. You might think Sheriff Dwayne's the most important man here, big guy. But he only deals with my failures. When I do my job right, the sheriff never sees a thing.
It's quoted in American Psycho. You know, I never read the book.
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might
guy's such
already
a
be a
fucking
member of the
bureaucrat.
order with access to the lodge.
That's almost
If
good
that were the
advice.
case, you'd be my superior, and I'd
I
be
mean,
all
it
that
is.
much better off having shown you respect and spent some
It's for shitty reasons,
quality time.
but it's
with
almost good advice. Like, hey, you should just treat people decently because, you know, it might bite you in the ass.
But it's very sinister coming from
What do you mean?
him like this.
Quality
And this
time.
guy is like less sinister
Some,
than a lot
like
of the
Miss
other
Whaley,
characters in the game.
favor stern
I mean,
discipline
There is the
Corporal
very
punishment
heavily implied
as
child
a means
molestation.
of socialization. Myself,
I mean, there's
I
that.
temper discipline with love.
Like that.
Yeah, I got
Quality
nowhere
time
else
can
left to
be
go.
such a warm, sharing experience.
Like, as soon as I fucking
After
say
just a
something,
few
I get
sessions,
contradicted by the game
you'd
doing the
stop
worst
this
fucking
amnesia
shit.
nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the law.
I always thought this guy was like one of the less sinister people in the town, and that's saying something.
I'm trying to think. Like, okay, who are the good people in
Edna.
town?
Edna is like one, but she did have that moment where she kind of went off.
But even that, she was like, I don't know what just happened. Something took over my fucking like. I got started speaking in tongues. Yeah, Edna and her daughter and Stephanie are both, well, all three, I suppose. Like just purely good and innocent. Other than that, you've got, yeah, the firemen aren't awful, like in and of themselves. Loomis, kinda, most of what he does is, you know, he doesn't, to say he doesn't bother anyone with it would be inaccurate, but it's entirely.
Loomis literally just wants to jerk off. That's
Yeah.
it. Nobody will let him. That's
Yeah.
that's his problem.
It would just be, you know, better if he didn't talk to strangers about it while he's on the job. There is a character that's actually genuinely like a pretty good guy that we haven't met yet.
Which one?
Again, he's just a racial stereotype, but
Yeah. Okay,
other than
yeah.
that, maybe we should go check him. Yeah, Jimmy James just wants to work, and he'll fucking ice you if you don't let him.
No, there's something wrong about that kid.
That kid, yeah. What paperboy carries around like a 9mm?
You
I'm not
turned out
talking
pretty
about like
good,
the homeless
except for
theory.
that
I'm talking
amnesia
about the kid's
nonsense.
just sinister.
It's not
something
nonsense.
about a kid that goes around
Well, you
collecting
always
papers
were a
is
kidder,
weird.
Steve. Maybe
This
you
is where
need
I'd
a
make
little
the Bart
straightening
Simpson
out.
flying a kite joke, but we did that
Oh,
yesterday.
that's
We did that
right.
yesterday. You used it too early,
You'd
and
be
now
a
we
much
can't.
funner young man.
I can't remember what we
Just
used it
a
on, but I
little
hope it was worth it.
Quality time.
Stop saying quality time. Oh, great. Now we get to ask him about quality time.
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern
did this already.
discipline, corporal punishment.
This is where he talks about
Myself,
love.
Yeah, we did do that.
Quality time.
Oh, you're from Philly? I didn't know that. I miss Philly.
Drop in again soon. Adult education is
Okay,
a
see,
wonderful
there,
thing.
he specified adult quality
is
time,
adult
which is perfectly fine
quality
and natural,
time.
I think. in
Yes,
this
but
context.
the fact that he has to distinguish adult quality time from quality time has its own implications.
Oh, yeah. All right, one of these doors opens.
There we go.
Content warning: corporal punishment.
Yeah. Yeah, Breville, I grew up in Philly. Well, I grew up in Aston, technically, but no one outside of the area is going to know what that means. Oh, nice. Yeah, I grew up in Aston. I lived on Tasker Avenue in South Philly for a while with my cousin. We were a 5-minute walk from Pat's and Gino's. It was great. Children look stunned and zombified. Carefully engineered to sound good when played underwater? There's a couple of things that don't make sense about that.
No, pass. Pass. There's too many things wrong with that.
My goodness, class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Geen Memorial. Say hello, class.
I really like Pats. Like, between the two, I'm definitely a Pats guy, but if I'm super honest, Jim's on second has a better cheesesteak.
Pets. I can tell you
Assuming they're
one
still
word,
in
Stephen.
business. It's
Discipline.
been almost a decade since I've been home.
Goodness, you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Then you remember
I smile.
Not
There was a
exactly.
fire. Oh no!
So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they
Did they
go.
rebuild?
But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead, the lobes, right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the
good, we got
class about
phrenology in
civic
this, too.
responsibility?
Of course.
Not really.
I wonder how long
through.
was phrenology like still
You
given
must,
credence
Stephen.
in the
A
scientific
positive
community?
role model might
Like,
be
when
just
did
the
that?
thing to inspire these
I
little
imagine
monsters.
it would have stopped like
Stephen,
more
have you
recently
any
than I would
questions
want
for
to
me?
hear.
Or shall I continue with class?
Yes, I do. Into the 20s. Fuck me. That is far too recent.
Ask away then.
What about corporal punishment? Corporal punishment.
We don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin, but a baseball bat? That bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
A bloodstained dunce cap.
Oh dear, Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
Oh good, it's Looney Tunes violence.
It's Looney Tunes violence, and then there's this. Fucking Kubrick stare here.
That is such a great image, though. Like, I see that on
My
like
stars, that was exciting.
like on the store page and like advertising for this game. Like, yeah, it's so good. Like, it's creepy as fuck. This woman does a great job in that shot.
Can you tell me anything about Harvest?
I'm the
Harvest was
smiliest.
founded by the Order of the Harvest Moon about 100 years ago.
Oh, good,
For
we're a
what
cult
purpose?
town. Oh yeah, no,
Why,
that
I'm
child's
sure
definitely
you have to
dead.
ask them.
That child
You'll
is
find
dead.
the members of the Order at the lodge.
That scene always felt like
This lodge.
it's weird
What do you
because
know about
you don't
The
really
building
kill
itself,
kids in
like
video
Harvest,
games
was constructed
that
with
much these
specific
days,
purpose in
right?
mind. That noble intent is known only to
yeah,
those
I think,
within the
like,
Order.
That's
Do
the
it
one
about the
thing
right
even
age to
most of the
join
big
us,
immersive
Stephen,
sims
and you will
and
do so
whatnots,
if you care
like, that is the
about
one
your
thing
future.
that's off the table.
This game doesn't care.
I've killed 2 kids in the last hour. Well, the game has killed 2 kids in the last hour.
Stop by anytime, Stephen.
Anytime. Now let's flash forward to the future.
Okay, so back to nighttime. Oh, we need to get
no.
the manhole key, and then we will go to nighttime.
Well, now we can go back to the school and do part 2 of that whole situation.
Oh, yeah, do the... Yeah.
Which we could have done, except without that context, it would have seemed a little random. So.
Yeah, I may not be an expert comedian, but I have this weird feeling that playing off smashing a child's head in with a baseball bat off as a joke is the thing you can do. You can Looney Tunes it up as much as you want. It's still there.
We got the principal and the teacher in the broom closet. They were in the closet and they were making babies, and I saw the baby, and the baby looked at me.
Oh, quality time. I get it now.
Huh? What? Screwing in the school broom closet? What will people think?
They'll think nothing, you little bastard. You have no proof of your allegation, and we'll be sure to avoid this broom closet in the future. Come, Miss Whaley.
Not likely now. Thanks, Steve.
No, you didn't. Did you take the picture?
Didn't know, but...
Well, that didn't work. Okay.
Oh, you gotta do it before you talk.
Yeah, you get one chance.
Unless you save scum. Also, I've never been a teacher or an administrator. I've never worked in a school. I have to imagine that shit happens, like, all the time. Because I've worked in other places.
Yeah, probably.
Everywhere I've ever worked, coworkers have hooked up on grounds all the time. Okay, so now we take camera, we take picture. Oh, no, yeah, I imagine maybe not during school hours, just because, like, I'd be too nervous that, that would go real bad real fast. Like Principal Skinner and Mrs. Krabappel. But...
Huh? What? Screwing in the
all
schoolroom
this time I've been
closet?
calling her
What
Crandall.
will people think?
Are you blackmailing us, you little shit?
Calm down, Mr. Harrell. Stephen would never do that. He's a smiley bear.
Smiley bear.
But we should give him a token of our appreciation for his silence. Here, Stephen, take this baseball bat. You'll find it quite useful.
I could use a good solid bat.
That a
That's
boy.
all you can get out of this.
Take the bat, and we'll
I
take
used to
the
pray
photo.
to God. Now I pray to
will
Joe
I keep the
Pesci.
children in line now?
I have a spare I can bring in tomorrow, unless you prefer a chainsaw this time.
I'll talk to Mrs. Phelps.
Joe Pesci took care of a few things God was having trouble with, like my annoying neighbor with the barking dog. It's amazing what you can do with just a simple baseball bat. We miss George Carlin. So, this is a really good weapon.
Yeah.
And it's ours now. All ours!
It's ours until the game takes it away.
Until the game takes it away.
There is a point when the game will take all of our inventory away, and we will have to start completely fresh.
Yes. That time is not now. Okay, let's go talk to the other good man before nightfall. Pastorelli's Barbershop.
Yeah, let's just get the racism out of the way.
Oops.
Whoa,
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, Mr. Pastorelli. Also, we can't talk to him right now. It's fine. I'm Italian. It's fine.
Me too. I'm also... It's okay. Oh, we gotta
I'm
do all
allowed
that
to punch
shit
him to
again.
death. You're not.
We gotta go to the school.
God damn it. No, it's the same problem where it's like, okay, time to open my inventory. Right click. Fuck. You can talk. You talk to him later. I thought you could talk to him at front.
I don't think you talk to him at all in this game. I don't think he says a damn word. Everybody talks about him. That's where the racism is.
I swear you have a conversation with him at some point.
Huh?
I could have sworn.
Are you...
Calm.
That a...
How...
I have...
Oh,
Baseball bat. I might be misremembering. That happens a lot. All right, well, let's talk to
There's
the other...
two other people we can talk
Yeah.
to in Pastorelli's.
We heard someone talk about Swell before.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
It's swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
The sheriff mentioned about how swells sometimes go out and bag an alien in the woods.
He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum
Okay, this guy's
siding.
normal. He just wants to
Keeps
sell
it
you
warm in
aluminum
the summer,
siding.
Cool
That's
in the winter, and it keeps
normal.
out the shit. Pastorelli, I
Sure.
know
Siding
some, but I can't
is
get him
normal.
to understand a word
It's
I
hideous.
say.
And apparently there's a sheep problem.
Can't understand
there a
why
sheep?
Pastorelli
Bah.
keeps that nasty thing in here. Must remind him of the pastures in Italy. Kinda like why I keep wrenches under my pillow, so's I can dream about plumbing.
And there's something taxidermied on the wall.
There is. There's a couple of things.
Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen. Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now,
Okay, yeah,
there's a
that's smart.
business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet.
Plumber's still a good trade. They have a real strong union. Take an apprenticeship out of high school, you can be making $50 an hour within 5 years.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
We got this thing. We got a cow.
It's a cow head.
Takes a true sportsman to hunt down those dangerous cows. We also have a gray man.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
An unfortunate extraterrestrial who journeyed hundreds of light years to wind up mounted on a barber's wall. Straight slot screws.
That won't be relevant later.
Spaghetti on his mouth and all.
Italians.
We do love pasta.
Hey! Oh. What fucking show did that joke? And it actually made me laugh. I can't remember.
I mean, that was every third joke in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Oh, it was that weird show you recommended that, I say weird, it was horrific. Mr. Pickles.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that show.
Hello there, youngster. They say the
That joke
aliens
actually,
I was
like,
telling you
it was-
about.
it was
Left me
like-
back last night.
I did not
Cut
expect
another crop circle to
just,
myself.
okay, yeah, we're
How
gonna
come
do
I
the
never
Italian
seen none of
joke.
them saucers, Clem?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry.
Oh no! Weird alarm system. Yeah, the moral of the story, kids, is don't go to college. College is a scam. Get a trade out of high school.
Yes.
I spent way too much money going to drama school, and I learned more just working for a theater than I ever did in school. I learned more about acting. I learned more about stagecraft, about every aspect of the job.
The Pastorelli's a funny sort. Foreigner, don't you know? He cuts hair pretty good, but he don't know spit about nothing else. You just ask him to hook up an alarm system if you need convincing.
Alarm system?
Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough. Anytime, Steve.
Okay, operate the light switch. Pastorelli motions you to stay away from the switch. Cool. All right. Housekeeping taken care of. Now let's go get that. Nope. Now let's go get that manhole cover. Lube it up real good.
Okay, now we should save it, now that we've completed it.
Yeah. Now that we jumped through some hoops, got some stuff did. Okay. All right, Steve. Show me what you got. Small passageway leads into the sewers. Rusted gate is bolted to the damp floor. A coat of moisture is formed along the surface of the wheel valve. Tiny indentation in the concrete. Well, we got us a shovel.
Yeah.
You can dig right
Shovel
through that wall. Now, again, if we had used our get out of jail free card, we could have just killed Mr. Johnson, scratched his car, done.
Nah, this is way easier. And it lets us kill somebody later. Oh yes, here's the cave system underneath Mr. Johnson's house.
I mean, everywhere in the suburbs. That's how the suburb, you know. I love that his fucking garage has a basement.
What? How does this work?
So, did he dig this out? Is this his, like, little private barbarian-style murder hallway that he made?
All right, there's a few things in here we're going to need, so don't forget. Pitchfork we can take, but we don't need that.
New weapon.
There should be a dolly here.
There's a dolly.
Is that in the corner? Left corner.
Oh. Different kind of dolly.
Take that. Screwdriver?
Any hallway is a murder hallway if you try hard enough. Phillips screwdriver.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Just a Phillips screwdriver.
Take up the furniture dolly and the pitchfork, take the screwdriver, and then...
So, spoilers for Barbarian, but it's been a while, so... The scene where Justin Long is measuring the fucking murder hallway to see if he can list it as extra square footage on his Airbnb is one of the funniest goddamn things I've ever seen.
Did you do it?
No, I forgot to scratch the car. Scratch the car.
Oh, man.
Nope. Yes?
Did it.
Did it. Okay.
Okay.
And we just head on out of here like nothing happened. Dum-de-dum. Innocent. Report back our good deeds.
So, you have completed your first task. Now that you've scratched the tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the fireman and bring it to me.
Oh, dang. Lodge is compromised of thieves. Now do it.
Very well, then. Use whatever means necessary, but bring the cloth to me here, and I shall give you your third task.
Okay.
All right. Easy enough. Well, we got you out of your observatory hole again.
Wait a minute. We missed a thing.
In Johnson's garage?
No. We gotta do it again.
What did we miss, where, and when?
Cemetery. We need to go to the cemetery and find somebody there doing something.
Oh, was that tonight?
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay.
With no indication, that's tonight.
Dang it, you're right. That's a big thing. Okay.
So we can do that. We can do that after we scratch the Tucker.
Yeah, we'll scratch the Tucker, and then we'll go there. Ugh. Nope. Okay, so voice of dog. You haven't seen Barbarian, I assume.
I have no idea what that is.
Have you ever watched the sketch comedy group The Whitest Kids You Know?
Nope.
Okay, there's a sketch comedy group called The Whitest Kids You Know. They're pretty good. I like them. One of them, a guy named Zach, wrote and directed this horror movie that came out earlier this year called Barbarian, about two people who get double booked in an Airbnb. And they find a secret murder hallway in the basement that they follow, and things happen from there. But after they find the murder hallway and go in, the movie shifts over to Justin Long, who is just the worst kind of Hollywood shithead and is the subject of a Me Too investigation in the movie. So he flees to this Airbnb he owns in Detroit, which of course is the same house, and he discovers the murder hallway. And in the middle of this very ominous horror movie situation, his first thought is, can I increase the square footage of my listing on Airbnb?
Well, sure.
So he gets out a tape measure, and there's this whole sequence of him going through, oh, and here's the blood and sexual assault room, and he's getting the measurements and writing them down. And then he finds out it goes deeper underground. He's like, jackpot! It's so good.
Okay, we scratched it.
We scratched it. We got the dolly. We got the screwdriver.
I have served Kane a millennium.
Oh, Dragoon, thanks for that resub. Christmas greetings to all.
Now we just need to go to the cemetery.
I don't know why the thing isn't updating properly. I'll manually fix it at when we take a break. We got the pitchfork, we got the dolly, we got the screwdriver.
We're good.
We're good. Okay. Yes, harvest. Harvest is as it remains. We went through a number of the really bad stuff yesterday just to rip the band-aids off of some content warnings.
Oh no, there's still plenty of really
There's
bad
still lots to come, but we took care of some of the more notable ones.
The entire last half of the game is just you're just in free
We'll get
fall.
there. We'll get there. Oh god. That's the part I'm looking forward to most, because that's the part where my memory is the haziest. Cemetery Man, good movie. The Cemetery. Headstone, Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe. I don't know if that's meant to be a person. Another unknown visitor. Boxcar Willie. Not even glue could save him. Rest in peace, Elmer. The 90s tradition of putting your silly tombstones in graveyards. The lodge is just the Hagia Sophia. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's a very loud. Nope. Yeah. Oh, hi! Well, let's get these matches real quick.
Yeah, pick those up. We need those.
We need those. And what's Mr. Potsdam doing out here? Digging a hole. Just digging a hole.
I'm burying our cat. She passed away and I'm burying her. Go away and mind your own business.
Then, where's the cat?
I left her at home. Now leave me alone!
Here are my hands. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't accidentally punch Mr. Potsdam.
Or do, you know.
Or do. I don't think you can kill him. He's a character of such importance later on that I think killing him would soft lock the game. And I don't know if the game has measures in place to prevent that. Yeah, so just being normal.
Day 2 complete.
Day 2 complete.
I'm gonna step away for a sec. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm going to turn myself into the lodge.
So, now
have the lodge.
Very well.
All right, we gotta steal a bolt of firemen from the fabric. That's the sentence that just came out of my mouth. I was gonna cut this video in editing at day 2 complete, but now I have to end it on we're gonna steal a bolt of firemen from the fabric. My neurochemicals are good. Oh yeah, he gives you the goal and then we just go to sleep. Someone really had fun making that slideshow in the 90s, I'll tell you what.
Man, what happened to Gushers? Are they still around?
I liked Gushers. I don't know if I'd
They were
want to...
very novel.
So we definitely talked on stream one time. I can't remember if it was here on something, or maybe it was when we were doing Signalis on your channel. I don't know, but...
We talked about Gushers?
No, Viennetta. Those, like, fancy ice cream things from the 90s.
Yeah, I used to see commercials for them all the time, and now I don't see them in stores anymore.
So they brought it back. And...
we got crackling. We got to reset.
Ah, crap. Let's try that again.
It's fine. We know how to deal with this.
Yep, this
more
is
or less
known issue.
Yeah, so Viennetta I can't find anymore.
Well,
It's not like I was ever eating it. I never had it, but it always looked elegant.
I found one at Fred Meyer, which is a store out here. And I bought it, and I brought it home, and I ate a couple bites of it. I've never had ice cream that tasted so much like water.
That sucks. You use water instead of milk. It freezes better.
It was so weird. It tasted like thinness and nothing and depression, and I threw it out.
Wow, threw out ice cream.
I threw out a whole ice cream loaf.
Thing. There's better ice cream out there.
There is. There's like 4 really good ice cream
my
parlors
favorite
in
is
town.
I haven't been to one in forever, but I really like Cold Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Just some really good flavor there.
It looks like we're good. When we went to Denver the first time, we stayed in a Motel 6 in a town called Thornton.
Yeah, okay.
Like halfway between Denver and Boulder.
And Boulder. Yeah, I know where that is.
It's a nothing town. It's one of those towns that is a highway and 7 strip malls.
Never been there, but I don't, yeah. I think that's a lot of towns in Denver, a lot of towns in Colorado outside of Denver.
When we got there, we checked into the hotel, and it was just like we had just been traveling. We didn't have anything planned that day. It's go to sleep, wake up, do stuff in the morning. And I was just like, I don't know, kind of want to go out and do something. So I was like, hey, let's go there's a Cold Stone up the road.
Okay.
Let's go get dinner at Safeway, and then we'll go get ice cream.
That sounds cool. I'm good with that.
Thornton, Colorado On a Tuesday night.
What went wrong?
No, nothing went wrong.
Okay.
The Cold Stone is just the place to be.
Really?
In Thornton, Colorado on a Tuesday night. There was a line through the parking lot. It took us 45 minutes to get to the goddamn counter. It's like I was queuing up for the Back to the Future ride at Disney World. Because that's how little is going on in Thornton, Colorado.
We have to go back to the ice cream parlor. In the 50s, Marty.
It's your
Cold
toppings,
Stone.
Marty. Something's got to be done about your toppings. No, sorry, fold-ins is what they call them there.
Yeah, mix-ins or whatever.
Mix-ins. It's like, Christ.
It depends on the franchise. If it's a Cold Stone or a marble slab, they'll have different terms for everything. All right, day 3. What do we got here?
Oh yeah, Schottenjäger. You'll like from everything I've seen about Pentiment, it's gonna be right up your alley. So it'll be a good time. All right, day 3. We have to go get a bolt of fabric from the fire people.
We got to do our routine. Mom, paper boy.
Mom's
a good source for what's going on in town.
Hello, dear. How are you today? By the way, I spoke with Mr. Johnson, and he's livid. Seems someone scratched
Word
up his
spreads
priceless
fast.
Tucker. If he finds out who, there'll be heck to pay. Edna's daughter, Karen, has disappeared.
What?
Karen was playing outside as Edna closed the
Oh,
door
that's
on
a
her,
problem.
and that's the last anyone saw of her.
When did she disappear?
This happened Tuesday night. That's all I know, except for what's on the posters.
There's something I realized we didn't really talk about yesterday, but we can ask Mom about. There was a very brief mention of the town blood drive.
Stop speaking nonsense, dear.
Of course. Why would
We'll
the
talk
parser...
about it when it gets nearer to
Alright.
the date.
Alright, fine.
It's not for a few days.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Cookies are hot out of the oven. She's still making cookies for the bake sale. Cold Stone is particularly slow. Yeah, I mean, it takes some time. Like, it's, it takes more time than just a, what do
Than
you
just
call
scooping
them?
it.
Yeah,
Or
I was
like
thinking
or like a soft serve.
Soft serve, thank you.
I worked in a ice cream parlor for a bit when I worked in the laser tag place. It had an ice cream parlor attached.
Oh, yeah?
And I would work that sometimes.
Have your newspaper, Jimmy.
There now. See how easy it is?
That's a job.
Things are so much better between
It's
us
kinda
when you
boring,
remember
honestly.
the paper in the morning.
Was it
let's
a
keep
hard
them
pack
that
or a
way.
soft serve place?
Both.
Oh, okay.
And a little bit of both. Sometimes the flavors were off, but we weren't the best ice cream parlor.
What are you gonna do? Okay,
But
well,
I got to sample everything, and I knew what was good.
there you go. Okay, step 1, we gotta go figure out what's up with this missing child.
Soft serve can go bad so easily, and when it's bad, it's bad.
I've never
can't stop.
I've never
and
had
chat,
bad
Steve.
soft serve. I don't know what
Karen gone.
could
If
go
I
wrong.
stop, I think I'll lose my mind.
It
I've gotta
when it
keep
turns,
busy.
it like has that smell,
Excuse me.
and you can just smell it
I just heard that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was
without
vandalized.
getting too graphic.
You know, though I don't like to think ill of people or take pleasure in the misfortunes of others, I'd like to think it's a comeuppance for all the times that nasty
Well,
man
Edna's
has
happy.
bothered me.
Sorbet. There used to be, I was working on a City Works project a couple of years ago. In the middle of the summer, I was just out in just sweltering heat on a ladder painting for days.
I can't stop and chat,
And
Steve.
there was a
Karen gone. If I
gelato
stop, I
place
think I'll lose
across
my
the
mind.
street.
I've got to keep busy.
And apparently they were watching me work because around day 3, they were like, do you want some free gelato?
I fucking love gelato.
I was like, yes. Yes, please. Yes,
Is it
nice.
Is it full of drugs? That's probably why you're giving it to me, but whatever.
No, it was great. They just saw that I was out there sweating my ass off, and they were like, have some free fancy ice cream. It's the least we can do. We feel
That was
bad.
nice.
I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, and so for the rest of the job, for like the next 2 weeks, I got free gelato every day.
That's great.
It was awesome.
Gelato is amazing.
So her little girl's missing. She doesn't really... Maybe
I can't
if we...
stop and chat, Steve. With Karen gone, if I stop, I think I'll lose my mind.
Yeah, she's got to stay busy.
Busy. Excuse me.
Wonder...
It's up to Steve to solve the mystery.
Thank you for asking. But since she disappeared, it's too painful for me to talk about her. Other than the diner, she was all I had. I've gone to the sheriff, and Range Rider is running announcements hourly at the TV station. I've even thought of petitioning the Order of the Harvest Moon. God help me. I'm that desperate. But so far, I've heard nothing. I've posted a reward to whoever finds her. Maybe that'll help. I just wish I knew.
Let's see. We'll start at the beginning. What about the disappearance?
I was closing up the diner for the night, and I let Karen play outside the diner for only a few minutes. In a little town like Harvest, you trust your neighbors. Sure, it was dark out. I was closing up late. But the poor thing shut in all day helping in the kitchen. I didn't think anything would happen.
Well, at least you got some flowers out of the deal.
Please don't say that.
I know, between the posters and the
That might be the
television
most awful thing Steve has said the whole game.
She's all
Yes.
alone. I posted a reward to whoever finds her. Perhaps that will help. I just wish I knew. I can't talk about it anymore.
Bake sale on Friday. Only 2 days away.
I can't stop and...
Alright.
Thank you for asking. But since she disappeared, I've gone to...
What about the TV station?
Mr. McKnight owns the TV station WHAR. He seems to get along with Sheriff Dwayne better than Boyle does. Better than just about anyone, to tell the truth. I don't see the connection between them, but I'll bet you dollars to donuts that it's there anyhow. Though I see them together a lot, Boyle and the sheriff never act very friendly towards each other.
Yeah,
Almost
the bake
like
sign.
there's
The
some kind
sign
of
for the
bond
bake sale
between
is
them
just
besides friendship.
definitely like
Though
more
what it might
important
be,
in
I
the
can't
town's eyes.
imagine. Maybe Sheriff Dwayne resents the fact that he's never been able to get into the lodge. Though that's not Boyle's fault. He just hands out the applications. He doesn't decide who gets admitted.
Maybe Sheriff Dwayne couldn't scratch a car. I don't know.
The lodge is the repository of all wisdom. You should join.
Why?
Everyone
the
wants
wheat
to...
ripens and wait.
Oh,
the
here we go
harvest.
again.
Yep, yep.
You,
Edna?
Steve. What happened?
You seemed strange there for a minute.
I'm sorry.
Edna let the voices take over again.
Bye.
Bye, Edna. Hope everything goes well.
We'll go find your kid. Hang on. So, any ideas?
We need to steal some fabric.
We do, but we can solve the Karen thing right now.
We can. Can we?
Yup.
I thought we had to wait for nighttime, but okay.
Nope. In fact, we can't do it at nighttime. Because there's reward money.
This picnic table wasn't here yesterday. Added shovel marks are visible on this fresh dirt mound. Let's just dig up Mr. Potsdam's hole. Oh, hi!
Thank God I found you. Are you alright, Karen?
Did you find the cat?
I want to go home. Could you take me to my mommy's store? Or to the policeman?
Can you tell me who did this to you?
Mr. Potsdam told me he'd hurt my mommy if I told.
Well, that answers that question. I also
Yeah,
saw him doing it.
That's everything that I need to
Then
know.
he dug a hole. Please, I just want to go home now. Please.
Why would Mr. Potsdam do
Your
this?
address, honey?
I don't know. Just take me to the store. Or
No,
the
let's just take her home.
Yeah, I don't want to
Fuck the
involve.
police.
Mommy said to go to the policeman
Fuck
if
the
I
police
got
coming
lost.
straight from
And I'm
Harvest.
lost.
Straight out of Harvest.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Straight out of white America.
I don't want to examine the Playhouse thing. You know what? There's been enough of that kind of insinuation today alone. Like,
Oh my god. Karen.
this fucking game.
My god. What happened?
Found her in the graveyard. She was buried alive. And she claims Mr. Potsdam was responsible.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you from both of us. Here's the reward money. Take it and go. I need to be alone with my baby right now.
Do you kill Potsdam?
See, I don't think you can, but I don't know for certain.
Well, time to go spend our reward money. The 1950s prices are cheap. Take what you need.
What do we need?
I'll get that wrench.
Oh, yeah, we need the wrench and the tape.
You know, I don't know how cheap they are, but, like, I feel like I still overpaid for a wrench and some electrical tape.
Maybe. Okay.
No more porno mags. I have bought the only porno mag in town.
We've done that.
So we need to get into... Hold on. Before we get on to the goal, is there anyone we haven't visited yet?
I don't think so at this point.
I know of one. We haven't talked to Mr. Moynihan.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
But I think he's the last. Yep, he seems to be the last. So let's go talk to Mr. Moynihan. He's got two businesses in town. He runs the Wayward Hotel, which is where we're at right now. There's Mr. Moynihan. Also runs the mortuary. There also is Mr. Moynihan. I think, regardless of where you talk to him, it's the same conversation tree. Rows and rows of empty wooden pews, caked with the dust of indifference. Nothing in here. We talked, we had a little bit about him. Those dear to us have recently passed recently. Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe. The wedding is going to be held here because Mr. Potsdam isn't a member of the lodge, and they can't hold it in the lodge. So they had to hold it here. New tube of Astro Glue.
You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only gonna borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
Security? Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant if you'd have me part with it.
33 degrees Fahrenheit. Chilly in here.
Stephen.
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
And also stage magician.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as
were
one
a
who
kidder,
deals with the
Steve.
dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living.
This is
Your
also the
loss of
sergeant at
memory
arms,
is of no
isn't it?
concern to me, true or
Is it?
false.
Think
Ironic,
so.
considering my recent involvement in a charity
It's not
event.
Jeffrey Combs.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
So there's kind of a theme that between this and the hotel and the cemetery of there are a lot of transients in town. The bake sale is raising money for them. You missed some Harvester. We're on day 3. I don't know if you saw yesterday's stream, but the VOD is up, and I'll be uploading them to YouTube soon. We are on Steal a Bolt of Fabric from the Fireman. Also, welcome, Unregistered Hypercam 2.
This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why. It's
Correct me
what
if I'm
those
wrong,
people
but I think
do.
hobos only really applies if
Use
there's a
your
train
common sense,
involved.
Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
Losses?
It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them.
I'm a job creator. I deserve subsidies.
As owner of the only hotel in town, I do my best to accommodate any hobo who straggles into town, vacancies permitting.
That's very charitable.
Thank you. As yet another pilgrim who aspires to join the Order of the Harvest Moon, I do what I can to support their agenda.
And what agenda is that?
Is this guy
None of
murdering
your
the travelers?
concern, young man.
Perhaps.
Unless you decide to join them. As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the Lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been substantial of late. If you're
Business
sincerely
plan,
interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the Lodge and speak with the Sergeant at Arms.
I
Why
put
should I
up
be
homeless
interested, Mr.
people
Moynihan?
in a
Of all
hotel,
the spots in Harvest, the
so when
Lodge
they
is the
die,
most
I can
prominent,
bury them
literally and figuratively. It is the ambition
and
of
get
everyone here to join.
the bake
And join
sale
you must
subsidy
to
money
attain
for it.
wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
Okay.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
I'll smack your top hat right off your dome. Okay. What can we trade him for the glue? Do you want this wrench? Actually, use wrench on Mr. Moynihan could go badly. Let's just go ahead and, Also, I don't know what's going on with this sound in the background. Like, not a technical error. Like, I don't know what the sound designer was thinking with this, like, dripping water and static discharge, but it's weird. Would you like this wrench?
Why should I care about that? You can't have that.
I was only gonna borrow. Secure.
I honestly don't remember what he wants in exchange for the glue.
Why should I?
We might have to come back later. What?
I think I remember. We still have our camera, don't we?
We do.
Yeah. I think he wants a picture of something.
Why should I?
Not a picture of himself. Just out of curiosity, let's go see what happens.
I don't think we need to do this on this day, though.
No. Maybe not. Last being Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe. Yeah, checked in on Monday. Was buried on Tuesday. Reflections make the lobby seem more spacious than it actually is.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing. I'd say it's been a pleasure.
Yes, yes, you're a ponderous dick. Okay, well, now we've chatted with everyone in town.
Now, progress?
Progress. So in order to get into the firehouse, we're going to need to do something about that puppy. He isn't done de-whiskering it.
Can't talk now, Steve. I've got to hose out some entrails.
Can I have some meat?
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat. Only the juiciest cuts. Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Do you want to interrupt that one sentence like 3 more times with stuttery inserts? Can I have some meat to take home?
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
Gotta talk to Dad. How are we cutting costs?
There are certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be...